has filed a claim against me for using one or more of the photographs of his purported son, Noah, who did not die at Sandy Hook, but who has been presented as having died not only at Sandy Hook, but in Pakistan, because his photograph also showed up on a bulletin board of those who died in a school shooting there. So, I mean, Noah seems to get around and to be a fairly prominent target, it would appear, Peter.
Yeah, where did the people in Pakistan get the photo? Why isn't he disputing that? That's another odd point. Why isn't he so upset and up in arms over the fact that his child is being, shown as having died again in Pakistan? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But he's a character that's a pretty bad guy.
Welcome, Sandy Hook researchers. Sandy Hook victim dies again in Pakistan. Infowars.com should be renamed Inquirer Wars. This article published by Alex Jones's Infowars.com was on January 2nd, 2015. And I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. This was the first place I was made aware of this claim. Article written by Adon Salazar. That's the same person who participated in a fraud with the Jim Fetzer article. I covered that in a video where they claimed Jim Fetzer posted a special picture, or actually Salazar posted a special picture to accompany a Jim Fetzer article about his book being banned, and that this photo was special, and it wasn't. It was already out in the public for a long time, and that was the excuse used to pull down the article on Infowars. The whole thing was a scam to make Fetzer look like a victim and to promote his book, his Sandy Hook book. So they're all in bed together promoting the same stuff is the point I'm trying to make here. Now, at the start, you heard those clips from the video, Jim Fetzer interviewing TNN. And for someone to say that a child died in another shooting simply because a picture is shown of them is just incredible. And I'm going to go through some points that people have not covered yet to prove that this is a ridiculous theory. It's ridiculous on its face. It's absolutely preposterous. So we're going to go through some things that show that, and to show that these people are disingenuous. They're promoting disinformation. So I'll call them out right now. Jim Fetzer, Tyranny News Network, Alex Jones, Infowars, Adon Salazar. And there's a long list of people who promoted this. And when I first saw this break in the news, I thought it was desperation to keep hoax rolling, because all the hoax people just jumped on it, and I thought it was the weakest, most pathetic claim with no proof. This is like saying that just because a Tom Cruise poster is in a Moscow subway, that Tom Cruise lives in Moscow. It's ridiculous. But let's hear another clip for more from Alex Jones himself.
So Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured. I couldn't believe it at first. I knew they had actors there, clearly, but I thought they killed some real kids. And it just shows how bold they are, that they clearly used actors. I mean, they even ended up using photos of kids killed in mass shootings here in a fake mass shooting in Turkey. So, yeah, or Pakistan.
They even used photos of children killed in a mass shooting here in a fake mass shooting in Pakistan. So not only is Alex Jones claiming that Sandy Hook was a hoax and fake, he's claiming that this large mass murder in Pakistan was also a hoax. So he's claiming dual hoaxes, and for some reason they had to use a picture of a Sandy Hook victim in Pakistan because I guess they just couldn't afford to find other pictures, is his theory. As you'll see, this theory falls apart because it's pathetically weak. It makes no sense. And you have to wonder why people like Alex Jones are promoting such garbage. So this group of people here, 144 murdered people, these are all fake. The Peshawar, Pakistan incident is well documented. There are photos and videos. Total bloodbath. It was done by the Taliban that have a offshoot in Pakistan, directly linked to the CIA. So when Alex Jones is on his show telling you that the Taliban did not murder all these people, he's protecting the CIA. He just happens to have lots and lots of ex-CIA people on his show, speaking out as if they have free will to speak out about things they know about the CIA. If you believe that, you're very naive. These people he has on his show are not CIA whistleblowers. They're CIA propagandists, promoting what they want you to hear, trying to form your opinions for you. That's what Alex Jones is. He is a outlet for the military-industrial complex to promote what they want to on his popular show. It's not a truth show. It's a propaganda show. This website is in remembrance of the 144 people killed and the survivors. There were a number of survivors as well of the Peshawar Massacre. And that occurred on December 16th, 2014, just over 2 years after the Sandy Hook Massacre. Now you can go and look at this website. Here is the, well, what I just showed you is the intro page, the home page. You can see here, they have the deaths divided out into ages. What I have highlighted is under 13, because we're going to look to see if Noah Pozner, the victim they claim is a victim also in Pakistan, is listed, or anyone even close to him is listed. So if you go into this page, there's a write-up about the crime in general, and then they get into the children who are under 13, and there aren't very many of them. Here's a girl, the first person listed, the youngest person, age 6, Kula Bibi. That is the youngest person. It is the only person 6 years old. All the other people are much older. The next person is Shahzad Ijaz, age 12, grade 8, so that's quite the leap in age. Then at the bottom of the page, there's somebody named Shazeb. I don't know why he doesn't have a last name. You go to the next page, and he is age 12 as well. And then the final child is Zaula Islam, age 12. So, back to the age 6 girl. There is only one child of that age killed in Pakistan. this little girl. So right there, I could end this video. There was no boys of age 6 killed, so there's no possible way Noah Pozner could have been killed there, or for that matter, posing as another child who was killed there. More importantly, because they're not really claiming he was killed there, they're claiming that they used his photo for some reason to pose as a victim. Well, he never was used for that purpose because there was no other boy needed to pose as. There was this girl, though. So the whole theory makes no sense. Who is he substituting for? There is no boy age 6 to substitute for. Now we'll move along to where the confusion came in. Here's a picture. It is a collage of photos of different victims of school massacres. It is not strictly to do with the Peshawar massacre. As you see, it says they went to school and never came back. There's a mixture of people from different massacres in here. And they happen to use one picture of Noah Pozner. And I wanted to mention, I'm blacking out his face in all the photos throughout this presentation because that is in respect to his father, who doesn't want that to be shown. And I have no reason to show his face. Everybody's seen his face. They know his face. So this is another part of this mystery, supposedly. You see, when you would hover your mouse over this picture, it would say Huzaifa Huxaifa, a fake name. Now, the real mystery of all this is who would have tagged that picture with that, because that's not even a real name, as you'll see coming up. Also, this was posted on the Army, the school where the massacre occurred, on their Facebook page, but it was not created by them. It was not part of their official website where it showed all the victims. That's something I just showed you previously. This was a collage made by somebody that they posted a copy of. That the people posting it didn't know the origins of all these people. So I just want to show you that because that brings up the topic of that name, Huzaifa Huxaifa. Now we'll look at another picture. This photo is also very popular within this mystery of why Noah's picture is being shown. These people were doing a protest about school massacres and about the Peshawar massacre. Note the sign on the left. It says, and it's partially cut off. You can see it in other photos, the full text on the left, but it says, "We the defenders of nation stand united against useless TTP." And TTP is the acronym for the group that is the Taliban in Pakistan. And I can't remember the name of it. It's Tarak something, another T, and then Pakistan. That's the acronym. And they're the people who were accused of the murdering of all these people, and they are linked to the CIA. Now, note the photos of Noah and these other people have a black band on the bottom. That's because they took that collage I just showed you and they printed it, and then they cut out the photos. So all the 3 photos of the people on the bottom of that collage have the black band in it. What they did is they blacked out the text, and then they printed them out and cut them out and used them because they probably don't even know who these people are. Maybe they assumed that they were all victims because this person made this collage. And the people who made the collage admitted that they took photos off of Facebook, off of social media to make the collage. So there is no mystery for why this photo is being shown here. I also want to mention that the group meeting here is directly linked to USAID, or some people call it USAID. It has an incredible reputation for providing aid around the world while also providing CIA operatives that operate within the agency and do all kinds of spying and things. So this group that's linked to USAID also has a connection to the CIA. Now back to the memorial page. I decided to look through all of the victims to find out if there's anybody with a name like Huzaifa Huxaifa. Could they have taken a name and used it in some way? Why they would do this, I don't know. I did a little bit of research, and the name Huzaifa seems to be a common name. The name Huxaifa or Huxaifa, that's not common. I have not found that as a real name anywhere. I did see a Facebook name created as Huzaifa Huxaifa, but there's no way to know if that's even real. It might have been created as a joke or as a cover. So I disregard it because it's not a common name. But I'll show you what I found. If we go to the page where you can select the ages, you select age 16 at the bottom, and you'll find quite a few people. One name that stands out, Huzaifa Aftab, age 16, 10th grade. Here are the details about him. I was going to read through this, but if you want to read it, you can pause and read it yourself. It's just common things about his family and himself. This is a child who was murdered. This is the real Huzaifa. His last name is Aftab. This was a real person in a real mass murder in Pakistan. Regardless what Alex Jones will tell you, or Jim Fetzer, or TNN, or any of their gang of liars, real people were killed by the Taliban in Pakistan. Here's his student card, 2014 to 2015. Here are some of his awards, possibly awards for his father as well, I don't know. Here's an award for his mother, helping out with class activities. Here's a tolerance award or a certificate of merit. It says science competition from 2009. Here's another award, May 12, 2009. Mega drama competition. Here's another science achievement certificate. This was from 2011. And here are another set of pictures of Huzaifa. So not only are these people making fun of Noah Pozner, who died in Sandy Hook, they're also defaming this child's name by making fun of his name, or a portion of his name that they used to create a hoax name. Now, who could have done this, or for what reason that they'd put that name Huzaifa Huxaifa on a photo of Noah Pozner? That's the real question in all this. There is no question that these children both existed in different countries and they were both killed in school massacres. But I'll end this video with David Knight, another one of the defamers of the InfoWars team. And I'm playing this to give you an idea of how little regard these people have for anything. They're really despicable people. Now, this is a banned video. It was taken down probably by Lenny for showing pictures of his son and defaming his family, etc. So what I did is I kept a copy of it, and where they basically what you're going to see is David Knight speaking, and then someone in their office is scrolling through the article I started this video with, and they scroll down and they show photos of Noah and things. What I did was take the appropriate photos out and edit them so that the face is covered. You get to see everything you need to see, but it's not in full motion and in scrolling, which you don't need to see anyway. You just need to see the appropriate screenshots, which is what I did. So I just need you to know that that's what I've done so that we can listen to this. And the reason to listen to this is to listen to someone like David Knight make ridiculous claims and show some of the ideas that they promote on their channel, on their website, to defame dead children. Here it is.
There's an article that went up on InfoWars this weekend about a Sandy Hook victim who dies again in Pakistan. This is an amazing article. If you look at these pictures, it's still up on Infowars.com. Photo of a child killed at Sandy Hook shows up at the Pakistani school shooting. Now, that school shooting was one where they had 136, I believe, was the count of children that were killed by terrorists in Pakistan. But they have one picture that is prominently featured over and over again. And we have this documented in this article from Adon Salazar. Over and over again, this one child who was one of the children that we were shown as a victim at Sandy Hook. And it really does bring up the question as to what's going on here. As he points out in this article, this child, his name is Pozner, they say his smiling face is prominently displayed also in a photo meme appearing on the website aworldatschool.org that lists among its supporters the globalist NGO USAID and several UN sub-branches. And his photo is also tagged with the name Huzaifa Huxaifa, I guess, on the Army Public School and College Boys in Peshawar. That's the location of where the shooting happened. That's on their Facebook page. I guess the question is, this is almost like the bad joke that someone had where they said a man in New York City gets mugged every minute, and then the punchline is somebody help that man. How many times does this child have to die, I guess, before we can enact gun control?
They can't find anywhere where I have said that I know the kids killed at Sandy Hook were actors or that it didn't even happen. So Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured. I couldn't believe it at first. I knew they had actors there, clearly, but I thought they killed some real kids. And it just shows how bold they are that they clearly used actors.